Hi guys, welcome back to the Diagnostic World YouTube channel. In this video we're going to demonstrate something that we get asked quite a lot with regards to Porsche vehicles, and it's really hoping to sort of maybe give a little bit of education, a little bit of understanding about what's going on in a specific case like this. So you'll probably see from the title of the video that it says something like you know, why won't the warning light go off or the code erase even though I've tried it with a code reader, and there are a few different reasons as to why that can be happening. The first thing could be that you may well have, let's say for example we've got an airbag light on this particular vehicle. It's a 2006 Porsche 997 911, and we're using the iCarsoft POR version 1.0 tool. So what I'll do is I'll pop the link to this kit in the description below this video. There are fakes, there are clones. You can damage your vehicle with using a fake or a clone, so we always recommend going for the genuine and official product. Anyways, I'll pop the link to that kit in the description below this video. So let's say for example you've bought a tool like this, or you've bought a different tool and you've got an airbag light or a check engine or an ABS light, something like that, and you've gone in and you've tried to reset the fault codes, but it's not resetting the system, it's not resetting the fault codes. I'll give you an example of that exact thing happening right now, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into diagnostics here. We've got this plugged into the OBD2 port, so we're going to go in and we're going to select our vehicle, which is a 997. It should give us the option for that. Just takes a few seconds there to connect to the vehicle, so we'll go vehicle select. We're going to go 997 and we're going to go control unit, okay? And we're going to go and try and find the airbag system, which in this is Porsche Supplement Impact Protection. I don't know why they use that, but there we go, that's what they use. So let's go in and we'll go read fault code, okay? It's giving us, first of all, it's giving us a fault code there. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but let's say 800C, driver's thorax airbag above upper limit, so that makes a little bit of sense at least. That is a communication fault with the PSM control unit. That's kind of like a crossover. And this one here is another one, 8053, driver's belt buckle short circuit to positive. Okay, so we could probably try to sort of translate that, because it does look like it might be a code of use. The ultimate thing to do is if you're getting one of these code readers, you're not exactly always going to be sure what all of these mean. So the best thing to do is pop the code in the description into a Google search engine, and the chances are if you're getting that fault, somebody else will have also had that fault, okay? But let's say for example you've bought the tool, you're thinking, right, let's go, we can just clear fault and we can erase the warning light. It's telling us on screen erase operation done. As far as the tool is concerned, it's done everything it can. However, the airbag light is still showing on the dashboard and the message is still in the message center there. That is purely because, and this is what might catch a few people out, not everybody, but I'm saying it will catch a few people out if they don't know anything about the sort of the ethics or how diagnostics works. The particular fault that is in this vehicle has not been physically fixed, okay? And that is why this is happening, and that is why we get a lot of people basically saying, I've bought this tool, it won't reset the airbag light, it won't reset the ABS light, or whatever it is. And sometimes they think, well, the tool is faulty, but the reality is it might clear the fault. In this case it hasn't. Let's see if we just go back in and clear that again. Read fault code, no fault code found. There we go, but the airbag light is still on. That is purely because it will come back on eventually after a few cycles that we haven't actually fixed the fault, okay? So let's say for example, well, in this particular case, what we've done is to create this fault, we've just simply unclipped the connection underneath the driver's seat, all right? So before we plug it back in, I'm just going to go back into read fault code. It's coming back there without so that's basically the main fault, I guess we could say. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put my head underneath here, try and plug this back in. It's quite awkward to do while sitting in this seat, but there we go. I think I've plugged that back in now. So I'll plug the airbag connector back in, but we've still got the fault, okay? And then we can go clear fault memory, and this time it should allow us to reset the airbag light and the message because we have physically fixed that fault. So it's got erase operation done, and then sometimes you probably need to come out of it for it to turn off. Sometimes you might even need to reset the engine, or turn the engine on and off and on. So we'll turn that off. We'll just give it a quick lock. We'll unlock it. We'll start it again. And there we can see the airbag light has completely gone off this time, okay? And that is because we've physically fixed the fault. A few other situations could be that you may well have fixed the fault, but the replacement part you've used is not up to scratch. It could be like a clone part, it could be a Chinese like copy part, which just isn't very good, or indeed you could be using the completely wrong code reader. So let's say, for example, this has engine, ABS, airbag capability, okay? Well, if you're just buying a tool which has just engine capability, it's not going to access the airbag system. So you can do as many resets as you want. It'll reset the engine system, but it won't be resetting the airbag system, okay? And that is another thing to look out for. So 3 main things: making sure that you have physically fixed the fault, making sure that you are using a genuine Porsche product in this particular circumstance, or indeed making sure that you are using a tool which has capabilities for that system. So those are the 3 main reasons, I would say, why the warning light isn't turning off. We do get people coming to us to say like it's reset the fault code, but it's not resetting the warning light. Honestly, if you trust me, there's a reason for that. You'll go back in, the cycles will keep happening, the fault will keep coming back. The ECU is not happy that the fault has been fixed, so it's continuing to show that fault code and continuing to show the warning light. But in any case, that really doesn't matter whether it's an airbag, an ABS, a PSM, or an engine light. No matter what it is, the theory is the same. No matter what system it is, you need to physically fix the fault. The ECU needs to be happy that the fault has been fixed before the tool can reset the fault codes and reset the warning light. And guys, I hope this has helped. But if you are interested in picking up a Porsche scan tool for your own Porsche, then this is the one we'd recommend, the POR version 1.0 tool. I'll pop the link to this kit in the description below this video. There are fakes, there are clones, they can damage your vehicle. It's just not worth going down that route. But this is an excellent tool, and it covers lots of vehicles and lots of systems within those Porsche vehicles. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope this helps.